this sale coming up is called Satisfaction, the Rolling Stones Treasures from the Ali Zaire collection. It is a collection of Rolling Stones memorabilia, stage-worn outfits, tickets, programs, autographs, instruments, you name it, tracing the history of the band from their formation in the early 1960s until they conquered the world by the end of the decade. In the sale is Brian Jones's Harmony Stratotone guitar that he acquired in the early 1960s. It was his first electric guitar, and it's what he played at their very early gigs, on their demos, and even on their first single, a cover of Chuck Berry's Come On. What's fascinating about this guitar, it is a budget guitar. This is not a high-end instrument. This is what somebody working class in the early 60s would have been able to afford. So it's a very humble, modest instrument that paved the way for one of the greatest bands of all time. I think one of the coolest pieces of music memorabilia isn't an album at all, but rather an album sleeve. It's a 12-inch record that simply says "We Love You" with the band's names written on it. And this would have been sort of, we think, a prototype predecessor to their Satanic Majesty's Request album. It's named after their single, "We Love You." And we think this was one of the early sort of mock-up covers for an album that ultimately never came to be. Over the course of less than a decade, they go from being one of 1,000 other aspiring, rhythm and blues, rock and roll bands in London to being on top of the world. And I think watching that evolution, just how quickly it happened, how quickly their sound evolved from Chuck Berry and Muddy Waters covers to making music that sounds, to this day, like no one else ever. I think watching that story unfold through these objects is very interesting. So the high estimate on the sale is just north of 1.3 million. Obviously, certain key pieces like the guitar, the jackets, we hope will find new homes and could potentially push that price even higher. But I think the Rolling Stones are one of these bands that transcend nationality. Obviously, we're here in London at our gallery, and they do have a very strong connection to where we're standing. But the Stones played arenas and stadiums all around the globe. I think collector interest will be high from all parts of the world because there's few bands that transcend language borders anything like the Rolling Stones do. There's quite simply no one else who has remained as relevant and as productive as they have, to just these last couple of years. They're still releasing great new music and still selling out arenas and stadiums.